everybody. Laura here from Razor's Edge Hair Salon and Wig Boutique in Timmins, Ontario. Today I come live on two platforms, YouTube and Facebook. Hi Louise, good to see you. Are you enjoying the nice weather we're having? Isn't it fun? I see others are coming on. Hello, hi Stacy. It's good to see you. Oh, yes, I'm loving it, Louise. Hi, Darlene. Good to see you. I'm on time tonight, but I'm just thinking I'm just going to go press lock on my vehicle. I think I forgot. Just so my stuff's not missing when I get back. Thank you, Stacy. Hi, Jackie. I'm glad you made it. That's awesome. Hi, Deb. Good to see you. Hi, Sharon. Good to see you. Yeah, isn't this a beautiful one? Even if you like to wear your hair up and over, it does it beautifully. You know, you can tuck in. This is Jameson from Estetica. Nice bigger fit, so if your circumference is a little bit bigger, you'd love Estetica. I find them so comfortable. So comfortable. Gonna wait till a few more come on. Hi Terry, it's good to see you. I heard that there was some snow in Alberta. Are you guys staying? This evening here in Timmins, it's like a total opposite from last week. Last week was freezing cold, and today it's like, oh, so nice. Yeah, she looks a lot like Cameron, doesn't she, Sharon? I agree. I just shared a picture of one of my customers on the website wearing Cameron. Very, very similar, but Cameron, John comes in a few different sizes, right? Estetica definitely does run bigger. Oh, I just think she's beautiful. I've got her in quite a few colors, actually, this one. Getting colder, eh, Terry? Oh, don't say that, Louise. I don't want to hear crappy weather tomorrow. I want this to continue. It's so pleasant. Oh, that's good, Sharon. I saw that your flowers survived it. I still have a planter on my deck. I just put it off to the side, but there's still the flowers alive on it. It's amazing. Spring and summer, my two favorite seasons. But I'm going to go ahead and start. So like I said, I'm wearing Jameson in color Iced Gray. Isn't that a pretty color? This is her lace front. Very nice lace front. You can see my cap, my nylon cap underneath a bit there. You wouldn't see that if you were just wearing her like that. Jameson, I think she's around between 250 and 300. I'd have to check, Jackie. It's on my website. She's in that area, taxes in. I'm not sure. I've got so many wigs now, and I just check the website whenever someone comes in. I don't put prices on them anymore. Let me just turn around so you can see the back. I'm going to show you her too in a different color here. So this was in Iced Gray. This is the same little wig in Silver Sun Rooted 8. So you can see she's more white, just a touch of blonde to her with their darker roots. The roots have a little bit of warmth to her also. This This is the lace. That's what she looks like inside. Nice lace front. It fairly goes back a fair amount. Fairly wide too. And mono part. Rain and not warm, Louise. Oh, that's too bad. Sure enjoyed this nice weather we're having. Again, this is her lace front. So this is the Silver Sun rooted 8. And then you see the Silver Sun. So you definitely is, you can see the difference. The silver shows you a little bit, right? Hi, Gail. Good to see you. This is her back. Very pretty wig. And there she is. I also have her in another color. I find she's such a pretty wig. Let me just get her here. 1 second. That's in the... Thank you, Deb. Yeah, she is, isn't she? Very much so. This is her again, Jamieson, same little wig, in the Caramel Kiss Route 4. So a little bit of a darker root to her. Yeah, she does frame very, very nicely. We're getting a hot flash here. Geez, I haven't had one in a while. Can almost see my face turning red. But again, very, very nice lace front. Well, let's hope they're wrong, Louise. I really hope they're wrong. I'm going to show you Jones in the Caramel Kiss Route 4 also. Very popular little wig, this little Jones. Basic cap, but really, really popular little wig. It's got that new wave that's in. Isn't she pretty? All my ladies that have gotten her, they just absolutely love her. Oh, I am, Sharon. Can you tell? I went red. It's starting to pass there. I haven't had one in a while, but whenever I start back on my low carb lifestyle, it seems like it plays havoc with my system for the first couple of days. Then it settles in. So I think that could be what's bringing on this. Whew. Hi, Shirley. Thanks for joining. Yeah, she's pretty. Yeah, Deb. I know you have her. You did a little bit of alterations to her because she's bigger and you have a petite head, but isn't she gorgeous? And look at her back, at her permatease. Like it's there. You need it because you have the lift, but it's definitely not overdone. If I have a lady that comes in the shop and gets her, I just take that zigzag part. Most wigs come with a zigzag part. That's how you know they're new. Most companies do it. I've seen a few that don't, but most do. So I just slip this right out of there, and it really looks like your part, you know. Very pretty little one. You found that too with low carb? Yeah, it just needs to. My system just kind of goes into shock, I think, but it sure works, and I do feel better once it's kicked in. What a nightmare to go on the camera and feel this way. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and change companies. I'm going to go over with Tresha Lure. Tresha Lure Angled Bob in 1426 R10. Thank you so much, Deb. Thank you. Hello, Regine. It's good to see you. I like playing with glasses, having fun with them, matching the outfits. This one has just a little bit of a lace front. Now, Treasure Lure does run smaller than Aesthetica, definitely. My skin's color is getting a little less red there. It's starting to pass. Isn't this a pretty color? It's got a little bit of warmth to her. Just to look at Caramel Kiss, like definitely, oh, I don't know which one I could compare with, just so you can see. This is Heather RH1226, similar color. It's still a little bit warmer, but it's a pretty warm. It's not like a fake looking gold, you know. So this is her lace. Very pretty. Let me turn around so you can see the angle bob. Yeah, she's pretty. A little bit like Ignite, eh, Sharon? If you know Ignite from Jon Renau, very similar. Hi, Monique. Good to see you. I'm just going to turn around so you can see her back. I don't know if I have an Ignite here. I do have an Ignite in white. I'll show you what I mean. This is Angle Bob from Treasure Lure. This is Ignite from Jon Renau. Hi, Lynn. Good to see you. I'm going to put her on just so you can see the difference. This is her lace front. Nice white lace. That's from Jon Renau. Ignite does come in a few sizes too. I think this one fits even tighter than the Treasure Lure, to be honest with you. And that's an Ignite average. Yeah, I would say the Treasure Lure is even a little bit looser than what the Ignite feels on me. Hi, Orida. Good to see you. It's been a while. This is your lace front. Again, this is Ignite from Jon Renau. It's very similar to the angle cut from Treasure Lure. Hi, Trish. Good to see you. This is her back. And a wig, you can play with a wig a little bit, you know. They all have a bit of permatease. You don't need you can have a little bit of product. You don't need that much product. If you get in there and lift up, look at how much I can just change the way she looks. Tuck her in. When you have a lace front, you can lift your bang up and out of the way. If you like to just wear a bang down, a lace front is almost an extra expense for nothing, you know. Thank you, Sharon. Yeah, they're striking, aren't they? Figured a little bit of red on, I'd go with the matching glasses. Now I'm going to go back with the angled bob, but in a nice red fall color. Or those ladies who like the rich reds. And again, this is the lace front for the angle bob from Treasure Lure. So, you know, putting back to back Jon Renau and Treasure Lure, I think Treasure Lure is a little bit bigger than Jon Renau, at least on these two styles. Not much bigger, definitely not as big as Aesthetica, but just a smidgen. Look at how pretty that is. I'm going to turn around so you can see her back. And this is her. Thank you, Sharon. It does match those glasses, doesn't it? This is her lace front. So a really nice, realistic looking hairline, you know. Let me just do this one more time. Now I've got this one too. Same color, same company, Treasure Lure. And it's called Flawless Waves. That's one of their newer wigs. Has some back comb. It has some back combing. If you know the feel of Noriko, I would say it almost feels like Noriko on top, like my May or my Reese. Maybe not quite as much, but close. Very, very beautiful lady too. Just a little bit of a wave. I think they did a good job with her. I've seen some of their first, not I don't know if they're first, but wigs that I got from a few years ago to now. I find that the permatease has really, really, or maybe it's just the wig I have. Look how nice and natural looking it is. I'm gonna turn around so you can see her back. And see again, I can go in there, lift her up a little bit. I also have a sea salt. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. Yeah, the layers are pretty, yeah. And if you, this spray from Estetica that's really nice. In your curly wigs, these are really nice sprays. The sea salt spray from Estetica, you can really work that wave up, Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. And then Jon Renau has a Fiber Love also, which is flexible spray gel, which would be nice. You could really make it look, a little bit firmer than what it is. Any of the wigs here, obviously, I don't play with them. I just show them. I wear my nylon cap. But it's very pretty. Again, this is her back. Very, very pretty lady. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Okay, I'm going to show you a few funky colors now. I've got this one from, I'll start with Jon Renau, then I'll go with the Hairdo. This is the Jon Renau. Yeah, the wig wax is really nice. Yeah, you tried it, Deb. You like it? I haven't tried it on. The Treasurer has a new wig wax that's out too. I've got some in the, you shake, you style, and you finish. You find it's a good grip, Deb? I haven't tried it myself yet. Hi, Kat. Good to see you. Oh, you love it? I'm so glad, Sharon. I'm glad to hear that. It's nice for wavy wigs. It just works them a bit more, So this one is Kristen in Glacier from Jon Renau. So we'll just do the comparison after with the Hairdo blue. But see, it's got nice little, Kristen has a nice little lace front here. Products can make it smell so nice, huh? And just do a little bit of a finishing touch. Thank you, Kathy. Your order finally shipped out to me today there, Kat. I had a box come in damaged on Friday, and there was a lot of products for Kathy in there, and I had to refuse it, and the girl didn't want me to look inside. If it had been okay, I would have kept it, and it's like quite a nightmare. But I know it finally shipped back to me today, so it should arrive tomorrow, and then I'll get it out to you. I don't like to keep people waiting when they've ordered stuff, especially when they have it right there. So this is the back. Isn't she pretty? I can't wait till you get it, Kathy. And this is another one. This is the one from Hairdo. So it's called just blue. The color's just, so you can see the difference. Similar. This one has a longer front. I think a nice fringe would look nice unless you really like to pull it back and tie it up. Basic cap. Feels bigger than Kristen does, that's for sure. I haven't. I ordered some in to try it, Terry, and it wasn't the right one I ordered. I gotta go to Shoppers to get some. How about you, Deb? You talked about trying the scar tape. Did you try it yet? Does it work nice? Because sometimes the lace can irritate some ladies. Like, I've got a very sensitive scalp, so but mind you, I wear my bangs down and flowing. For people who don't have a choice, if they like their bangs up and over. But I always find the lace irritates me a little bit. Very, very fair. Like, I darken my makeup, but by nature I'm very fair. So doesn't take much to scratch me. That's funny, Sharon. I hear you. A lot of men would be like that. My sister, one time, I gave her a little pink highlight, and she got home, and she was her natural blonde. Oh, he hated it. My husband's just used to me coming home with different wigs. He would probably just say, "Oh well, that's Laura." I just find you can see my wig grip through the lace part. Yeah, maybe you would, Terry. Has anybody tried that the scar tape? I know, Deb, you talked about it. I wanted to introduce it one day, but the one I got in just wasn't sticking to the wig, so I'll have to try to figure out what else I could order. You know. Okay, I'm just gonna turn around so you can see this one. This is the hairdo one, the blue one. It is a pretty color. So how much is it on Amazon, Deb? That scar tape? Because the one I ordered wasn't the same one the lady spoke about that I watched. Because I did want to try it because I know that's an issue for many people, you know. I'm gonna try this purple one, and then we'll go back to more regular colors. Hi, Tammy. Thanks for joining. So again, this is a hairdo. The name of this one is Midnight Berry. Basic cap. Definitely some slack to it. So if you have more hair you want to tie up to underneath this wig, it would work. Another nice one. It's got the nice dark root. Basic cap though, like I say. It is pretty. Just gonna turn around. Yeah. I've seen mother and daughter come in, and even daughters in their 20s and 30s like this kind of wig, you know, have fun with it. It's very pretty. Okay, now let's go back to a more basic color. Hi, Sheena. Thanks for joining. This is from Ellen Villa. It's Rule in silver gray mix, so it's a nice mix of 5660. It has just a little bit of a lace where the part is, the side part, and it's got a little bit of a mono crown. Now Ellen Villa runs small, so if you're more petite head, you would like their sizing. They're from Europe, so like for me, I wouldn't take one for myself. Way too tight. I'm a 22 and a half size head. But isn't that a pretty color, the silver gray mix? Medical. Oh, that's so sweet, Sharon. Let me know when they are here. I'll make a point of saying hi. I know the one night I did there. I've seen their pictures on Facebook. Looks so sweet. So I didn't get the medical grade, Deb. That's what I did wrong. I'm going to have to look because I do want to cover it one night. And it would also hide the wig grip, right, Terry? But see, that would hide the ear tabs are on me, and like the Aesthetica would go about to here. But this is just a cute little bob. And there's another cute bob here, different company. This is the 5660 color from the Canadian company I'm with. So very, very similar. Very similar. Made a little bit bigger. This one's Gwen. I've got Gwen in a beautiful rooted blonde. She's gorgeous. She's full mono. Very comfortable. A good life tour. My Gwen lasted me quite a while. You know, wigs will last you. If you're wearing a wig 8, 10, 12 hour a day, well, and you only have the one wig, it's not going to last you as long as if you have 2, 3 wigs, you exchange it, you know. Sometimes you can revive it. There's a silicone spray that really does help. There's a nice silicone spray that really, it's Simply Styling Light Silk Spray, comes direct from the States. Really, really amazing. So you might be able to extend the life of your wig by using this. Don't be shy with it. You can wear it, you know, use some after you shampoo, anytime really. It gets a little bit of a shine back on, so that helps. Sometimes a little bit of heat helps with your steamer. Just a little bit helps. Or a not hairbrush. I've got the one that's the plastic barrel. Make sure it's the plastic barrel. If you want me to send you the link, I can. If you go with anything but a plastic, you'll burn your wigs, you know. But that heat sometimes does help your wigs. So there's things you can do to prolong the life of it. But you also have to know when it's done. Like sometimes you can trim the ends a little longer. You can do a couple trims. If you do, make sure you use texturizing scissors, not straight scissors. It'll show the cut if you go straight scissors. So a nice scissor that's got for thinning out, that helps to trim your wig. But you also got to know when it's time. You know, sometimes you'll see ladies and they've overworn it. You know, sometimes you just can't afford to come back in. But even if they go with a less expensive wig, would be better than when it really starts looking frayed. So you can extend her life, but you also have to know when it's time to. It's a fine line there, you know. I've had wigs I've had for a few years. They're still nice, but I'm not wearing them all the time. But if I have one I'm wearing all the time, the length of it won't last me as long. Heat defiant. Yeah, you agree too, Alan. Yeah, that's because sometimes they just don't realize it and they're coming in and like they're past due when they're coming in, unfortunately. But this really does help. The heat really does help. If you need tips, you want to know more, message me. I'll help you all I can, you know. Just looking for that. I don't see the hot airbrush right now. I'd show her to you. But she does make a difference. Just a little bit, low heat. Sometimes just the heat helps to rejuvenate it, you know. There's a few things that you can do that help. So this is Gwen. This is the Gwen. This is from the Canadian company. She's not, oh, and another thing I was going to add, if you buy a wig that's seat friendly, they're beautiful. The fibers feel so natural, but usually they won't last you as long as if you buy a wig that's just a regular synthetic. You know, if you like to curl your wig, get yourself a curly wig or a wavy wig and get a straight one. So you're not as hard on your wig and it's going to last you longer, you know. I use it anytime, Deb. But how about you, Lynn? April's really Lynn, is the one that first told me about this spray, this Simply Styling spray. And it really, really is amazing stuff. It's pure, you know. It's not watered down at all. If you watch Taz, she did a full video on this too. Everything you can do with it. And really, really interesting. I went and looked at it after Lynn mentioned it. It's like, wow. And it is. Even if some falls on the floor, you actually see the oil or you'll feel the oil on your hands. Like it really, really does help. So this is Gwen. In the back of Gwen. Isn't she pretty? This is her mono top. And this is my Canadian wig company that I deal with. They're very, very well made little wig. Right before... Yeah, so Sharon says, yeah, it smells good too. Darlene says about the silicone spray. Sharon says that you use heat on the back ends of my Ignite yesterday. I brought it back to new. So the heat, was it a hot airbrush that you used, Sharon, or the a steamer? And Lynn says that she uses it just before wearing it and after the silicone spray. Especially if you wear long wigs. It's a lot easier, more difficult to keep a long wig. That's a really good investment, you know. Okay, we're going to go over to a little bit of Jon Renau here. I'm repeating what you're reading because I do have people on YouTube and I'm not having conversation there, but I'm streaming live and they see it after, so they can tell what I'm answering, you know, so they can see both sides of the conversations there. Yeah, odd hairbrush and low heat flat iron. You got, yeah, I think Ignite is heat friendly, so you're okay, really, really low heat, but never use a flat iron on a regular synthetic wig. And again, with your synthetic wigs, if you're new to wigs and you're cooking, you know you can steam up your glasses, so when you open that oven door or boil something, you could damage your wig. So make sure you stand back far enough, or if you're sitting near a campfire far enough. I had one lady, I just bought a full mono one from John Renault. It wasn't cheap, and she went and singed it by the fire. She was so depressed, you know. Yeah, I know you like them longer, Lynn, and it does help, eh? So up next is Allison in 8RH14 from John Renault. Allison has the full lace and full mono top. John Renault has a snugger fit for me, like still comfortable, but definitely a snugger fit. And a lot of their wigs, you'll have some that are coming in petite and large, and they're also dropping a few new wigs there with cascading colors. So there's 4 really nice colors coming out. Isn't she pretty? And again, this is your full mono tops. You can see it look, when you have a full mono top, it makes it look like it's your scalp. It's a little bit, you've seen me wear some earlier. I'm talking about the permatease. You could see it was higher. When you're starting to talk mono top, full mono, and lace front, well, that's a more of a flat look. So if you like flatter, you'd like a mono top, you know. And if you like to wear your bangs up and over, this is your lace front. Now, if you'd like to wear a little bit of a bang, you can get a lace front if you want, but it's a little bit of a waste of money because the lace front's nice if you're lifting. If you're not lifting your bangs, they're not going to see your hairline anyways, right? And the lace front, you got to make sure when you lift it, you lift from here. Never ever lift where the lace is because you can damage it. It's a lot more fragile. So you have to be, you know, more careful with it. I'm just going to turn around so you can see her back. Now I'm going to show January. I haven't shown January in a while. Oh, this is Quinn. I'll show Quinn after too. This is January. Hi, Francine. It's good to see you. Hi, Rose. Thanks for joining. I'm just going to have a sip of water here. January is very popular in the wig world. Now, I don't wear this nylon cap with my own wigs, but in the salon, I always do for hygiene. Or if someone comes in, they'll put one on to try on wigs. But for my own wigs, oh my gosh, I'd be way too hot with that on. Just the wigs, they're breathable. They're not heavy like they used to be. They've come such a long ways. And if you're thinking they might be hot, look how they've got mesh inside. So they're breathable. You can breathe through there, you know. So this is January, lace front, mono part, beautiful wave tour. And this is color 10R. Isn't that pretty? January comes in a large 2 and a petite. Sometimes the colors are a little more limited. Now you're seeing my, let me just move this out of the way. You were seeing my wig grip. And you wouldn't be seeing this wig grip underneath if you had your own on, but like I say, you see a little bit through. So I want to make sure you can see the lace well. And see how I lifted? Yeah, she's pretty, yeah, Kathy. Yeah, you did get one from me, Sharon. I remember that. Very, very popular in the wig world. Like I say, she's a nice length. This is her inside. This is her lace, I should say. And she's just a nice curl pattern to her, you know. I'm just going to turn around so you can see her back. She's similar to your Scarlet, Kathy, but just a little bit longer, eh? So this was January. And now there's Quinn. This is 12FS12, so you have shaded praline, that's 12FS8, darker root. This is 12FS12. The root's a little bit lighter, a bit of a root, but not too much. Lace front, mono part. So when you're not talking full mono, and like you're talking about a lace part mono, usually it's a little less money than what your full mono would be. Isn't she pretty too? This is Quinn. If you want to compare her to this color, you can see she's a little bit lighter, the 12FS12, than this one, that's 10RH16. A little bit on the blonde side, but just a bit. If you like her root, but you don't like too much of her root, you would probably prefer the 12FS12 over the 12FS8. Do I have a 12FS8 here? Just to show you the difference. Now this is Evan from Jon Renau, but see the difference? You can see that the 12FS12, the root is lighter than the 12FS12. So see the difference sometimes to compare? Other than that, it's the same color. It's just your root that's different. So again, this is Quinn. I'm just going to turn around so you can see her back. And I also have Skylar, again from Jon Renau. Let me just show you the lace on Quinn before I move on. Look at her nice lace, very natural looking. And look at her nice curl, just a nice curl pattern. Very, very pretty, similar to January. Very similar to January, maybe not quite as curly, but similar. This is January here, and this is Quinn. So you can see they're similar, very similar wigs. And now this next length. These are some of their newer styles, the Quinn and Skylar. It's only been out maybe a year. Now Quinn is like January's got the full lace front, full mono. So when you're talking full mono, it makes it look like it's your scalp underneath, you know. Now this is another blonde, a little bit of a warmer blonde, but what a pretty color, you know, very unique. It's FS24102S12. Rooted, Sharon. I'm pretty sure GR means rooted. I'll have to double check, but I'm almost certain because I haven't been working with them very long, as you know, but GRR for rooted, because that color was rooted that you got, right? So this is Quinn. Again, Quinn would be nice if you put a little bit of product like the wax spray from Trish Allure. And I'll show you the... That's what it means, Aunt Terry, rooted. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Because I know Terry's been looking at one too in the blonde. You're both my blonde ladies here. I'm going to just show you this one. This is another pretty one, a little bit longer. Another nice wave. This is Avalon in color chocolate smoke. Now, chocolate smoke has some brown, but you can almost also see a little bit of blue, like a silver streak in there. Yeah, the G, what does the G stand for? I asked my sales lady, but we talk about so many things, Sharon. Let me double check with her and I'm going to let you know, or I'm going to look at their website. I'm starting to order more from, so I'm starting to know their products a little bit better, you know. So this is Avalon from Estetica, a little bit of a bigger fit, nice lace front, mono part. And again, Estetica does fit bigger. I've got a size 22 and a half head, and I find it extremely comfortable, and there'd be room for more. Isn't that a pretty color? And this is her lace front. You just turn around so you can see her back. I think that's such a pretty color. Those ladies that are brown hair and they're starting to get a little bit of silver going through their hair, that's just perfect color for that. I don't know if you can make out the colors. Really, really nice color. Now there's something else I want to introduce you to. I just brought it in. I called her to get a bunch more questions. Gradient root. Okay, that would make sense, Terry. Thank you. So the 10613, which is not, does it yeah, gradient root. Because one's rooted and one's not. Okay, with modification, yeah, and there's a way to modify that's very simple. Very simple. I watched another wig page and this one lady shows it. There's not even any cutting involved. It's just showing, and that's the technique that Deb used. Now I'm just going to show you this, guys. This is for people that are undergoing for your well-being during and after. If you're going through chemo or cranial radiation therapy treatments, this is to help a really sensitive scalp that's hurting. It's made in Quebec. It's got some good reviews to it. So it's always, if you are looking for a product like that, it's a little bit on the pricey side, but it's very concentrated, so you wouldn't need much. There's two shampoos. There's a Hydra Scalp and a Vita Scalp. You alternate both. Just need just a drop, and you'll get a little bit of a lather, but not overdone. And it's there's no scent. Just trying to see where it says it there. No sulfate, no silicone, no dye, no perfume. So very, very pure, made in Quebec. So it's made in Canada. So you alternate both shampoos, and you've got a lotion you can put on. Just 1 or 2 drops. You rub your hands well, go through your scalp where you're more sensitive, and they say it really helps. It really helps. So sometimes it's, if you're looking for a product like that, this is it. And then the Hydra Scalp, that you would start using after your treatments, and it helps with their regrowth, or if it still feels dry, they say it's really nice. So just something new that I brought in. She mentioned it to me a few times, and some people might be in need of something like that, so I figured I'd bring it in. It's for bio hair, Sharon. It's for your scalp if you're undergoing radiation on the scalp, or chemotherapy when you're losing your hair. This is to help the soreness and tenderness. I've heard that so often from ladies that I finally decide to bring some in. And then the Hydra Scalp, you would continue, no, the Vita Scalp rather, you would continue using the lotion after your treatment. I think you can go up 3-4 months after the treatment, and it'll help the hair grow back in a little bit stronger. So anyways, I thank you all for joining me. I appreciate all your time. Any questions before I leave? Hi, Steph. Stephanie's my daughter. She came on. It's nice to see you. Well, I thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a great week, and you all take care. Thanks again. Okay, bye for now.